What's up, YouTube? I am making this video today for two reasons. The first reason is to show off my pixel art that I created, and the second reason is to explain a little bit about the method that I developed to create this masterpiece. So how did I make this? The first thing I did was I went to Google. I found a picture that I wanted to recreate. And I want to go ahead and take this time to say that even though I will be referring to this as pixel art, I do not think of myself as an artist. You know, obviously I did not make this. Sony Pictures made this picture. And all I really did was convert this image into a different medium. That medium being Minecraft blocks. So the first thing I did, and by the way, I did this all by hand, 27,400 blocks. I placed every single one of them individually, and I did not use any third-party programs to help me with the placing of the blocks. I did use a couple things to help me with the planning, however, one of those being pixelstitch.net, and this really is kind of the star of the show when it comes to the planning phase of the project. It totally would not have been possible without this website. It's intended to be used as a cross-stitching guide or embroidery guide. All you do is you put your image into the site. It takes your image and turns it into a low-resolution pixelated image, and it also generates this guide that you see over here. It's basically, I think of it like a giant paint by number. So we go over here, we click on choose file, select the image that we want to pixelate. From there, we have to tell it how many pixels wide we want it to be, anywhere from 2 to 400 pixels. For my project, I wanted it to be 200 pixels wide. We then have to select how many colors we want, anywhere between 2 and 100. For this project, I chose 75 colors. And then we click Create Embroidery Pattern, and there you go. There is our pixelated image. It also gives us a list here of all the colors that we need to recreate this image. For some reason that only gave me 70 colors this time, but anyway. And then we click Save Embroidery Pattern, and that downloads a nice little PDF, and it's kind of like an instruction book here. The first thing we see is the image, and then a list of all the colors that we need. And then we have the page order overview. That'll make more sense in a moment. And then here we have it. This is the giant paint by number that will allow us to recreate this. Only it's not numbers, right? You can see here there are all these different little images, and each one of these represents a different color. So from there, the next step was to create a custom texture pack. One of the things I love about Minecraft is being able to make custom resource packs or texture packs. If I were limited to the standard Minecraft textures, then I would not take the time to make something like this, at least not this big. Okay, so I took a screenshot of all of these colors. I opened that in paint.net. That is the only other program that I use to help me with this project. I copied this color here and turned it into an individual image, and then this one, and then this one, and so on, until I had 75 individual little pictures that I used to create the custom texture pack. Also, if you look right here, there's a number next to each color. The first one is 1,864. That number shows how many pixels are this color. So in this image, there are 1864 pixels that are this color. and they're all listed in most common to least common. So this is the most common color, this is the second most common color, the third most common, and then all the way down to the least most common. You can see here, this one, there's only 3 pixels that are this color, only 3 this color, 6 this color. So from there, I had to couple this color with a block in Minecraft. There we go. Each one of these colors had to be placed with one of the blocks in Minecraft. So, for example, this symbol, this color, is cobblestone. And this color became stone brick, and this one became mossy stone brick. And the really hard part for me was to memorize each one of these symbols along with its corresponding block type. So to help me with that, I created this. I wrote down all of the symbols along with its corresponding block type. You can see the north facing chevron is cobblestone, the northeast facing chevron is stone bricks, and I kept these 4 sheets of paper on my desk throughout the entire build. And starting out, it was super slow. It was so slow because I had to, I didn't know which symbol meant what, so I was constantly looking down at these papers. But after laying a few thousand blocks, it became pretty easy to memorize all of them, and I had to reference these pages less and less. It was really only the least common blocks over here that I had trouble remembering, but only because there are so few of them in the picture. Okay, so I want to go ahead and demonstrate how the method works exactly. Oh, I need to also say the page overview here. The whole picture is broken into pages. Here's page 1, and here's page 1 where it's placed in the overview. So this part of the picture right here, this is page 1. Each full page is 60 blocks wide, 90 blocks tall. So page 1 is this entire top corner, and just under that is page 5. So this section down here, this is page 5. And not only is the map broken up into pages, it's also further divided into these smaller square sections. Each one of these sections here is 10 by 10, 10 blocks tall, 10 blocks wide. And if you look at the finished product here, you can see all of these blue and red blocks down the side and along the bottom. Each one of those show me where I am on the map. So like a blue block down there, that represents the beginning of a section, and the red block down there represents the end of a section. So as I'm building this thing, I finish one section and then I'll look down, and if I'm standing directly over a red block, I know I'm in the right spot. But if I finish a section and I'm standing over a white block, I know that I screwed up somewhere and I miscounted and I need to go back and recheck my work. Okay, so like I said, this down here is page 5, this whole corner. I want to demonstrate how this method of building really works, how it looks when you're doing it. So let's find page 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is the corner that we want. That's the section I'm going to build. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, and we'll put this over to the side. Let's make Minecraft a little smaller. Okay. I also I have the whole thing raised off of the ground by 2 blocks. I like the idea of being able to walk under it, and I like the idea of the whole thing floating. Alright, so let's make a little table here. And we're just going to do one little section, 10 blocks wide. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, so if I look at my map over here, this 2 lines here is pink clay. So we get pink clay. A curved arrow pointing east is gravel. A chevron pointing northeast is stone brick. This is cobblestone, and then birch, orange clay, acacia planks, birch, orange clay, acacia, and then the female symbol is white clay, and this is cracked brick. Okay, and I don't have any room left in my bar here, so we'll just do these for now. Alright, so we start off with 5 pink clay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a gravel, and then a pink, and then stone brick, cobblestone, birch, orange, acacia, 2 white clay, an entire column of cracked stone bricks, and then let's take out some of the ones we don't need. The black circle is polished granite, and then up here in the corner we have 2 bricks. Okay, so what are we on? We're on the 4th one. And again, if I ever lose my place in the building of this thing, like just now I couldn't remember if I was on 3 or 4, then I would just look down. I know that this is 1, and then I could count over 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we're on the 4th column, and it is 2 cracked bricks, 2 polished granite, 3 cracked bricks. 5th one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polished granite, 2 cracked. 6 is a cracked, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 granite. Another full column of, nope, almost full column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cracked, and then 3 polished granite. 1, 2, 3, 4 cracked, 3 polished granite, 2 cracked, and we finish it off with 2 bricks. And there you go. As you can see, the section that I just created looks exactly like this bottom corner over here. And all I did was I repeated that process. You know, I just move this over and then do this section, move it over again, do that one, and go all the way across. And then when I got to the end, I would come back. I would jump up here, put a red block here to indicate that this section is finished, and then a blue block there to show that that's the start of the next section going up. And I just repeated that process for I think it's 280 sections total, something like that. So yeah, there you go. This is my second ever Minecraft pixel art. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, then please comment, like, share, do all the above. If you have any suggestions for any future pixel art that you would like to see, any suggestions that you think I should recreate in Minecraft, please post that in the comments, and let me know what you think. And I'll just leave this on here for a moment, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I did.